San Antonio, this is Robb for the Metalworks. We're here at the Freeman Coliseum to support our favorite band from across the pond. Brings me such esteemed pleasure to welcome Matt Tuck of the band Bullet for My Valentine. How are you doing, Matt?
Doing very well, thank you.
It's a great honor to have you as part of our show. People know who watch our program that we only put the bands that we truly love and support on the program. So it's great to have your debut here on Robbs MetalWorks. And welcome to Texas, back to Texas, should I say. You're looking very good, man.
Cool, thank you very much. Good to be back.
There's a lot to talk about. And definitely, before we talk about Scream, Aim, Fire, I want to just jump back a little bit. And as you think about, in retrospect, the massive success that you had with The Poison, how do you feel now about that? Was the success something that you had anticipated? Was it something like that caught you by surprise? I mean, how did you ultimately feel about it now, looking back at all the great things that you did with The Poison?
Just really proud. We never thought it would do as well as it did. We knew it was a good record and we hoped it would do well, but we never for a moment thought it would do as well as it did. Just because it was our first record, we knew nothing of the business, how people were going to react to our stuff. But it's done really well, and so yeah, wouldn't change a thing about it.
Let's talk about your brand new record in San Antonio. For some of you out there who don't yet have it, it's called Scream, Aim, Fire. Go out there and pick it up right now. It debuted number 4 on the Billboard here in the States. That's huge. So, I mean, you guys are up there with pop people at that level. Once again, is it something that, how do you feel about that? I mean, what do you say to something like that?
Honestly, it's not something that we totally pay attention to. It's a very cool thing. We're very aware of how big a deal it is. We were up there with like Alicia Keys and all these people, so it was a bit strange. But the Poison laid some great foundations, so we knew it would do pretty well, and it's continuing to do very well. So
we are big fans of the release. Have been jamming out to it for a while now. But it's definitely different than The Poison for the true fans who know your music and know your style. Talk a little bit how you feel, what the difference is between the sophomore and the debut.
Difference is really, I just think it's a better record. Our ability as musicians in a band has evolved just for the sheer amount of playing we've done over the last 3 or 4 years. We just, we didn't try to change things dramatically, but we just wanted to evolve naturally, which I think we did. I think this album's a lot heavier than the first one. It's a lot more direct, and the songs are a lot stronger. Songs like Hearts Burst Into Fire and stuff are just huge metal anthems, so it was all about songwriting more than how heavy we could be or how melodic we could be. It was just good songs.
The one thing that I definitely notice is that it's kind of pretty much upbeat most of the time. I think there's like maybe one or two tracks that you bring in some sonic dynamic in there. But what about lyrically? Talk a little bit. I know that you dwell on a variety of different topics as well, but are these songs a reflection of maybe things that you experienced after support of The Poison, or were things that you were reflecting upon as you were touring for The Poison? I mean, where did the mentality come for the lyrical content of the record?
Majority of it was just kind of life experiences of being in Bullet for the last 3 years and what it's like to be in a touring rock band, getting a bit of success, the highs and lows, because as many highs you just get as many lows, which people don't understand, so doing what we do is very hard physically and mentally. It's the best job in the world, I wouldn't change a thing, but there are moments where it gets really hard. So a lot of the songs on there are just about being on the road, going through all the problems with the throat, and just just being away from your loved ones for months upon end, So.
I'm really glad that you share a little bit about the issues that you had with the throat. I think I read a majority of that in the Revolver cover issue that came out a couple of months back, and I think a lot of people were unaware of it. And I know that there was some concern within the band that Matt can't sing, we got a big problem. Tell the fans out there, the people who love you guys, are those problems behind you, or is that something you're still dealing with? How difficult was that time period for you?
Overall, things are great. Since Scream and Fire's come out, and since we started touring the end of January back home in the UK and Europe and stuff, I've never sounded better, which is a good thing. It's holding up well, stamina's great. It's the physical thing is kind of gone now. but mentally it's still kind of there every night. As soon as I get in front of the microphone, I get a little bit of a twitch and go, come on, just work. And as soon as I get the first song out the way, it's all right. But yeah, it's more a mental thing now, and I think I'll always have it, you know, but that'll keep me in check and make sure I look after myself more than I did anyway.
Let's jump back to the record now, because, you know, definitely, you know, people are picking it up, people are listening to it. I mean, it's all over the radio. It definitely is a great sounding record. So technically, for all the people out there, share a little bit about, like, we were talking, you did the record here in Texas, in Tornillo, but also kind of like who produced it and things like that. Did you do anything different in the studio that maybe to polish up this record a little bit more than what you had done in the past?
Honestly, we didn't approach it any other different way than we did with our EP and The Poison. And Colin Richardson was at the desk again, who's done all our work since we've been signed. You know, we've never worked with a different producer, so he just that's why we use Colin, because sonically he makes us sound so good. It's very bright. You can hear everything that's going on. The clarity is there, but it's still as heavy as hell, you know. So didn't approach it any other way. We just went in, did our thing, tried to get it as tight as possible, make the songs as good as we could, and we'll leave all the mixing and the sounds up to Colin.
Let's talk about your road work. You've been on this current tour, the Taste of Chaos tour, for about a little over a month now. How's it going? This tour with Avenged and Atreyu, things like that.
It's going great. Can't fault it. Every night has been, excuse the pun, but chaos, you know. It's been amazing. We're not used to playing in such a short set. We've got like a 40-minute slot every night. So we can afford to just kind of give a little bit more than we would in a headline run. Because all we're used to is headline shows, which are like an hour and 20 minutes usually. So 40 minutes is easy for us. But it's going great, you know. We're in the best position, I think, on the tour. You know, we're third from the top out of like 8 bands. So yeah, as soon as, you know, we go up, destroy the crowd, and let Atreyu and Avenge pick up the pieces, you know.
Sure,
so.
Sure. Any other plans yet, Matt, that you can share about other things, other tours that will be forthcoming in 2008? With the summer right around the corner, I'm sure that you guys are going to be involved in some big things there. So if you can, share some details.
Well, from Taste of Chaos, we go home for like 8 days, recharge, get a bit of normality back, and then we go to Australia to New Zealand to Japan back to Europe. And then all the big European summer festivals start to kick off, you know, so we're pretty much doing every single major festival there is this year, because we missed them all last year because we were doing the album and stuff. So.
Talk a little bit about I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong, are you yet playing, are you yet endorsing like a specific guitar that you play? I know we've seen videos of you with the Jackson and things like that, but is that strictly all that you play, or are you kind of skipping around?
No, Jackson do endorse me. I'm a Jackson boy.
Okay.
So they sort me out. They give me anything I want whenever I want it, which is amazing. And yeah, I've got my first custom guitars ready to go. They won't send it to me because they want to make a big deal out of it when we get to Phoenix.
Sure. Is it going to be a signature series, Matt, or is that maybe forthcoming?
It's totally signature series. Yeah, it's all to my spec. You know,
Is it going to be like
exactly how I want it.
Style?
Yep. It's the Randy Rhoads style, and I've got my own pickups, my own neck, my own machine heads. I've got a little design of me on the back and stuff like that.
Nice.
So it's pretty badass.
Let's talk about videos, because for our program, videos are definitely important. And I may just not have gotten it yet, but have you guys done a video already for Scream Aim Fire? And if so, for which track, things like that?
Yeah, we did a video for Scream Aim Fire back in January in Long Beach.
Okay.
So that one's done. That's been out in the UK and stuff, and I believe over here it's already out and doing its thing. We did a video for Hearts in the UK on the European tour. We had a camera crew just filming the whole tour. Did like a live montage, backstage kind of feel-good, black and white, classy rock video. And about 3 weeks ago when we were in New Jersey, we shot a video for Waking the Demon as well. So that's currently being edited as we speak. So
I'm gonna have to make a few phone calls, get those videos on the big program in support of you. Well, cool, Matt. Thank you for your time this afternoon. Any last words for the people that you want to share with the people in San Antonio or in the greater Texas area who will see this interview in the near future?
Just thank you very much for everyone that gives a crap about our band, and we'll see you on the road soon. And our drum tech is from San Antonio, and he's badass.
Cool.
So.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you very much for taking the time today. Remember, San Antonio, the new CD from Bullet for My Valentine is called Scream, Aim, Fire. Go out there to your favorite record store or just go online to buy it and get it in your hands. You saw the man, Matt Tuck, only right here on Robbs MetalWorks.